defensive front three for Lebanon. We've got Alds, Cantrell, and Wilson. Jeremy Stafford and Wright are your defensive ends.
All right, it is 2nd down 10 and a straight drop back now. Rush is on to get him. Way back inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. Lebanon closed in, and somebody looped around behind. Tommy, did you get a number on that?
It looked like Jeremy Stafford closing from outside. Lee Wright in there. Cantrell and Alds, 4 Blue Devils just converging on the quarterback. Negative yardage on the play, Terry.
Tommy, -5 all that on that play pushes Springfield back to their 37, setting up what looks like a 3rd and 15.
And it will be 3rd and 15 now for the Jackets. Big 3rd down play if they want to get anything out of this drive and keep the football. Clemens with the long count. Back to throw. Looks, fires out. He's got a man, and Ron C. is over there to bat it away, but his receiver had fallen down at the Lebanon 42. C was there to make a good play, but it was unnecessary because he would have never been able to gotten it because he fell down just as the ball was about to arrive.
What it must be like to be a senior in high school and have those kind of athletic skills of Ron C. We've seen him on the basketball floor. We've seen him for 3 years as the free safety for Lebanon. Just the ability to play center field and go to the football. You can't teach that.
That is instinct, as is his rebounding in basketball. Back to kick is the quarterback Clemens, and back deep is Tressler for Lebanon, and here is Clemens' kick. It's wobbly. They're going to let it kick, and it didn't kick out of bounds. Takes a great Springfield roll, hits up at about the 32, rolls over the 25, over the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
Terry Stafford, what about that kick?
Clemens punt with the roll, good for 49 yards, backing Lebanon all the way back to their 18, and that's where they'll take over.
Lebanon leading 40-19, 7:14 left in this football game. I think they did get the clock right, didn't they?
Well, we're thinking so.
Okay. Approximately 7:14 left in this football game. Lebanon leads it 40-19, and the Blue Devils will put Hankins to the near side. They split Tressler out to the wide side, and I don't think that's Tressler. We'll get a number there in a moment for the Blue Devils, and they hand it to Griffin, and Griffin breaks one tackle and gets a yard or so, and not much on the play. Griffin may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris Hicks fighting off a cramp at that left guard spot, and into the football game comes Wilson. Wilson comes in, Alds goes out. He's going to get a break, and that will set, let's see, Preer will be at a split receiver, and Hankins, the 2 wideouts for the Blue Devils.
So it's Preer and Hankins, the wideouts now for the Blue. And they hand off to the fullback, and he'll jam it to the 20. Reeves carried it to the 20. No more that time. They were looking for the sophomore. Gain of about 2, and it'll bring up a 3rd and about 8 for the Blue Devils at their own 20-yard line. So Springfield has pinned Lebanon back successfully so far here.
Clyde, just under 6 minutes to go.
All right, just under 6, so we're about 15 seconds off on the clock. Pitt sets them down. Double wideouts now to the right side is Tressler and C. And back to throw. Has to get away, and now is going to be had behind the line. And, guys, that is one of the few times this year that you have seen Pitt sacked.
Pitt normally pretty mobile back there. Lebanon kind of a half roll, bringing Pitt out of the pocket, and Springfield with good pursuit on him. They make the sack, and so Lebanon forced into a punt situation. Todd Tressler, the senior, goes back to kick it away for Lebanon High School. And deep to return for the Yellow Jackets is James Gardner.
And Tressler going to kick from his 1-yard line. Gardner standing at the Lebanon 39. Here's a snap, a good one. Tressler gets it away. Wobbly, it's going to be let go, and it's going to take a Springfield bounce. It hit up at about the 34, bounces all the way back to the 29-yard line. And that one, Terry, is not going to be very good when you tell them what it is on paper.
With the punt in the skip backwards, it didn't pay off much for Tressler. From the 12 just up to the 29, that's good for only 17 yards. Springfield with great field position.
And, Clyde, I think when Todd looks at this replay on TV tomorrow morning, he'll notice his drop is a little bit different. It looks like he's almost tossing the football in the air rather than just releasing it on his drop, and that's a technical thing. I know Tressler will get corrected.
Springfield with an opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the Lebanon 29. Quarterback, they hand it to Clardy, coming to the near side, and Clardy going to be dropped at the 30 on a great play by Kelly. Titus Kelly played that beautifully, makes the open field tackle on Clardy all by himself. Tommy, that was a good defensive play.
But once again, we talk about the isolation you find yourself put into when the official's taking a timeout. Again, when the individual one-on-one situations they put you in this wing T, when they account, they block down, they block down, they block down, they kick out, they put you one-on-one with a running back, and then all of a sudden, there you go. But Kelly makes a big play.
Wideouts left and right now as Clemens sets him down. Lebanon trying to keep Springfield off the scoreboard anymore. They put more points on the board than any of the Lebanon opponents so far this year. Springfield jumps but gets set before the snap, and Clemens is back, wants to throw, fires it out, and Ron C. almost intercepted. But they're going to call interference, I think, but he came over the top, and I thought that was a legitimate play.
I thought that was just a great athletic play. Ron C. played it like a bandit, just waiting, and then goes over and tries to tip it back over John. It looked like a pretty good play to me.
Tommy, I'm in the end zone looking at it from behind, and Ron C. comes from center field and goes up and makes the interception. Looks like a great defensive play. I didn't see any contact come over the top. He has just as much right to that football as that receiver. Took advantage of it, but drew the flag.
Well, it looked like there was a little contact from up here, John, but as you said, when it's up there, it's as much one as it is the other, and C had a lot better shot at catching the football than the receiver did. But anyway, Lebanon going to get penalized for pass interference, and will move the nose of the football, or the length of the football, inside the Lebanon 15-yard line, where it will be 1st down and 10 for Springfield. They've already put 19 points on the board against this Lebanon defense tonight. Here's a little razzle-dazzle, and they give it to Moorhead, trying to slide outside, and he gets nowhere. As a matter of fact, I don't think he quite made the 15.
Like Ben Bowers on the play for Lebanon, Lee Wright, Jeremy Stafford just waiting for the running back as he came on that sweep to the far side, and that defense wanted to toughen it up right here.
Loss of a yard back to the 16-yard line. Actually, he lost about a yard and a half. Good defensive play by the Blue Devils. Trauber will split wide right. Collins is left, and back to throw. Firing for the end zone, and it is intercepted by Lebanon. Great interception, took it away from Trauber. 38, who is he?
And a little man, Buck Buchanan, Jeff Buchanan, senior special teams player and playing in there at strong safety, goes back, locked up in man coverage down the sideline, and John, he just took it away from him in the end zone.
Just like before on the Ron C. interception, he went up and fought for the ball, Tommy, made a perfect turn on the ball, looked at the receiver's eyes, noticed the ball was in the air by looking at the receiver's eyes, turned and grabbed the ball out of midair. Big interception for the little man.
All right. Buchanan with a great interception saves a touchdown in the end zone, and Lebanon will put it in play at their own 20, and they spread the field with Pitt still in the quarterback, and they give it to Reeves, the fullback, and a great play by Springfield. Trips him up after a yard gain. Big number 50 for Springfield in there. Derek Snorton making the stop after a yard gain by Reeves.
Personnel changes for Lebanon in the backfield. Looks like that we've got Titus Kelly, Jr., 5'10", 180, who's been playing so much in the secondary as playing on the corner or at the strong safety spot. He goes into the backfield as the tailback, so we've got Reeves at the fullback and Kelly at the tailback spot.
All right, Pitt still operating at the controls, and they give it to Kelly, and Kelly slides out over the 20 to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play by Kelly at the tailback spot. Not one, but 2 sets of twins on this Blue Devil squad. That's really unusual.
That makes it complicated, and Coach Dillard says that in order to keep up with the Kellys, when he coaches one of the Kellys, and the linebacker Kelly is Tim Kelly, and they refer to him as D. Kelly because he goes to Coach Dillard, and we refer to Tim Kelly as See, I've already got it messed up. They refer to the other Kelly, Titus, as G. Kelly because he goes with Coach Grissom in the secondary.
So that's the way they tell them apart, huh?
And when they're one-on-one, they can't tell them apart.
And then on the other hand, you got the Greer twins.
Got two Greers. We've got Matt T. Greer, and the other Greer is Mike Greer. So we've got two sets of twins on this football team.
All right, Lebanon will have a third and a long four, almost a third.